Well, we moved next door to some people who we got to know and came to discover that they were living together, right? And were not married. Of course, we as Christians, we've been taught that those kinds of things were not God's will. They were not God's best intent. And so we had this little crisis. These are great people that we want to get to know. And so we got to know Mike and Vanita, and we just put aside that whole other thing, sex before marriage, cohabitation, that kind of stuff. It was wrong. It's not the Lord's will. He has a marriage covenant in mind for people. And that's to be experienced in the joy and the abundance of that marriage covenant. But we began to build a relationship with them, and eventually we led them to Christ. And it was soon after that we saw something very natural occur in their lives. As God began to work, God began to very naturally and organically straighten out so many things that in their lives that they felt were wrong. And it became the work of God. It wasn't the work of rules and regulations and stipulations. It was the result of a living God that gave birth to them spiritually, and their lives began to change and align with the God who loved them. And that's what happens. He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. And when we live and walk in that love, we grow. God begins to change us from the inside out. You see, we're kind of good at outside change. We can prop it up. We can work really hard. We're good at it. But Jesus, you know what He's good at? He's good at inside, outside change. He changes the heart.